And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy here.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Rickman, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How do you do it? Teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but.
Wait, hold up. I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this.
when it's time to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
Just a sexy eye right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Each words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Friday. Yes, y'all. We made it through the week. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are all enjoying your Friday. It is Friday. Yes, it's Friday. And for some of y'all, you already got through most of your Friday. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all, for my international family members, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are all the way out there, already past the morning. You've already gotten your cup of joe in. Some of y'all already had lunch. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all already some of you guys are already in Saturday. You feel me? Shout out to my people to the family in Australia. But good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying your Friday. Like I said, Friday or Saturday, whatever time you're watching the show right now, because I know we got that international love. So I appreciate everybody being on, showing some love. Be sure to bring those likes all the way up. You know what I mean? We got a lot to talk about. Very little bit of time to do it. I want to say this too before, and I'm hopefully going to be able to wrap it up in a bow at the end of the show too. But before I forget, because, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm running and I always seem to forget things. Here it is. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Okay? All you mothers, I want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much. Because without you guys, there would be no world. So I just wanted to say that. Shout out to all the mothers, especially all you single mothers out there that are still holding it down. All right? You still are able to catch the show and pay the bills at the same damn time. You ladies are amazing. You guys are superheroes. Real talk. And you guys should get more than, I'm just saying this, real talk. Mothers should get a lot more love than they get. I mean, Mother's Day shouldn't only just be one day. You feel me? It should be like a month. You know what I mean? Mother's Awareness Month. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring life into the world. You know? And some of y'all, a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Raise us gentlemen. And you teach us how to treat women. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys are amazing. All right. Happy Mother's Day to every single last one of y'all. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys have the most powerful thing in the world, and that's the ability to bring life into this world. And that is a powerful gift. All right. So happy Mother's Day to all you guys. All right. Dave is in the house. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't care about mothers. So I'm just going to move on from him. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good here. Yeah, just sending flowers and a phone call to my mom because she lives too far away. But for the most part, that means I'm out of the Mother's Day celebrations, though I'll probably be on the phone with her for a couple hours at least.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. And most of the time, you're just sitting there, just listening to them talk about what they did, like, for the day. You know what I'm saying? You're like, that's crazy, Mom. Yeah, wow. You did that? No. Get out. She said what? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that, you know? Nothing crazy. They just kind of basically tell you their day, you know? And you just have to listen. And that's all you need to do. Just listen. All right.
See, my sister's extra lucky because she gets to celebrate Mother's Day, and then like a week later she gets her birthday. So she gets all kinds of gifts this month.
Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. You know, you get flowers for that day, and then you get flowers for your birthday. I mean, that's a nice deal, man.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for people like, just like a little bit of a left turn. I hate that, like, I have a sister that was born on Christmas, literally Christmas Day. I just feel bad. You're like, you're so close. You know what I mean? You're either on the day or a day after. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of sucks. It's just kind of like, it's a combo gift, Happy birthday and, happy Mother's Day and happy birthday at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a combo gift. We already know your birthday's next weekend, so just or the next day or so. Just take it. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Do your thing. A-Lady 747, without a shadow of a doubt, I concur 110%. Call yo mamas this weekend, y'all. Okay? Because some of y'all haven't been calling your mothers. Okay? Some of y'all, David, haven't been calling your mothers. So call your moms. Okay. We also do have a big giveaway that I'm very excited about that we're going to be doing today. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out like that, David. I didn't mean to do that to you. Did you see him get a little verklempt? You see him get a little bit in his feelings just for a second there? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's just jokes, baby. It's jokes. Yes, we will be doing a giveaway today, which I'm very excited about. I don't know if you know about Wildlife Command Center, but Wildlife Command Center has some really delicious coffee that they're giving away a month's free, a month's worth of free coffee. I got it all behind me right here. I'll show it to you when it's time to do it. We're going to be doing a call in and do a little bit of a pop quiz hot shot. Whoever gets the answer right wins a month's worth of coffee, including some a Wildlife Command Center mug. So I'm very excited about that. So, like I said, this Friday or today's show is going to be a fun show. I mean, we still got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We still got to talk about these things. There were some things like a bank robbery. Real talk, there was a bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? We still got to talk about Mayor Lance Bottoms not going for a re-election. We have a new Central Park Karen, which we are going to be checking out, and then Serena Williams with her white face. I'm not kidding. Yeah. So we got Say again?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So we got some things to talk about. We just got some things to talk about. Red Sings the Blues. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Donation, Pascal, just to follow up on regarding an interview. Send me the email again if you don't mind. I may have missed it. I get a lot of emails, bruh. So just resend it and I'll see what I can do. All right. But we got to jump into some news, my babies. So, by the way, like I said, there's going to be a giveaway later on in the show. Okay, so there's a lot that we got to do today. Like I said, I'm in a very giving mood, and we got some really cool stuff. Some delicious, like I said, I'm drinking it right now. I'm not kidding. Wildlife Command Center coffee is really good. I'm not going to lie. It is delicious. So you guys are going to get some lucky person, some lucky caller is going to get a month's worth, okay, of delicious coffee. Like I said, we all drink coffee, I assume. Don't you, David? I thought you do.
Yeah, I drink coffee all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Am I huge?
Yeah. There you go. And it's huge. What?
My caliente mug.
You went in my huge ellipses. That's not fair. You can't just in your huge coffee cup. So anyway, so we're going to be doing a giveaway today. So I'm very excited about it. But anyway, we got to jump into the stories of the day. There's some weird stuff going on, y'all. So I leave, okay? Your dude, okay, leaves to go off to a comedy show last night, which was very, very cool, by the way. Thank you guys so much for asking. I know some of y'all were asking, how was the show? I hope you guys had a great time, so on and so forth. And so I do appreciate that. It was a great time. I don't know if you know who Dick Gregory is, but he's a legendary comedian, activist. I mean, he's since been passed. He's no longer with us, but his grandson, all right, did a show, and he's a friend of mine. So he came in and he did like a live taping of a new comedy album that he's working on right now. So I got to sit in and just be a part of it. And it was hilarious. It was a really great time. Saw a lot of good friends that I hadn't seen in a really long time. I surround myself with really funny people. You know what I'm saying? So I had a really good time. I don't know. You're like the complete antithesis. You know what I'm saying? It's like, David, huh? You know what I mean? You done? You done? No, I'm just kidding. But I had a really great time. It was fun and all that. But while I'm gone doing that thing, there was a bank robbery. Now, one thing I want to say is I was expecting this to happen at some point. I just didn't know it was going to happen this way. Okay? Because, you know, we're all walking around looking like we're robbers. We got masks on. We got sometimes, especially when it's really, you know, when the weather's cold, we're wearing beanies, baseball caps. We got the masks on. We got shades over. Like, you can't tell who is who. We all look like bank robbers. Seriously. So there was a robbery at a Wells Fargo, and there were hostages. Literally. So we have got to take a look at this story. I thought I had it, and now it's gone. Hold on. Okay, here we go. There we have it. This is the craziest story.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on CBSN Minnesota. It's 9:31, and we want to give you an update on the hostage situation at a bank in St. Cloud. As of right now, 4 people have been released from the bank. Sources tell WCCO 1 bank employee remains inside the Wells Fargo Bank on 33rd Avenue South, along with the suspect. This all began about 1:45 this afternoon. Our Jeff Wagner has been at the scene for hours now. Jeff, what's the latest?
Well, everything I would say has calmed down a bit. There was a stretch there between 7:30 and 8:30, 9 o'clock when we were seeing one hostage get released every 20, 30 minutes or so. But the biggest development I'd say that's happened within the past half hour or so, Frank, is we're starting to see law enforcement just go straight up to that front door. So I'll step out of the way, and you can see, and I shouldn't even just say law enforcement, FBI agents communicating with whomever is inside right there in the front doorway. We had seen from a Facebook Live video that the suspect was using from the Facebook Live account of one of the employees, that a lot of that communication that was happening with law enforcement, those negotiations, was happening at the drive-up teller window. But as this night has progressed, now it looks like that conversation is happening right in front of us. As you said, Frank, from what we have from sources, there's apparently 5 total hostages. So we're still awaiting at least one more person to be released. There could be potentially more, but that is the information we have been given recently. And at the same time, all the hostages that we are aware of are bank employees. It's not to say that there were not customers inside when this all started around 1:45, but that is not the information we have, is that any of the people being held against their will right now are customers. We are understanding that it is all Wells Fargo staff.
Jeff, that's our understanding at this end as well. I'll tell you what, we'll let you get ready for the 10 o'clock news. We appreciate the update, and we'll go ahead and make sure that we get people up to speed when we check with you on CBSN and also on TV as well. So
now, obviously, the story has developed since this particular story, since this news clip. Obviously, things have changed, but we do have a little bit of a video from inside the actual Wells Fargo. And it's a very short video. It's a very short clip, but you kind of get an idea of like what the vibe is. It's very weird. But take a look. This is what's going on inside the Wells Fargo. As you can see, you got the cops out here talking through the teller's window. All right. And let's just see what they're saying right here.
Tell him you next up, do his job. No, don't say no. say what I said, and I've been recording it too.
What would you like me to say?
What did I just tell you that was gonna happen if you could just get a number for an FBI agent? And where are the other FBI agents?
I think we're still just waiting to hear from his family, and if he hears from his family, then.
Okay, I just want to point out. I'm sorry, this thing is hilarious to me. Okay, you think that it would be like a Dog Day Afternoon type of scene, right? If you know what I'm talking about, like Attica and like craziness and all that stuff. You're expecting it to be absolute madness. Now, I'm going to pull this back up, and I just want you to take a look at it again. But look at it. Really look at how everyone's sitting, how everyone's chilling. And then how the girl in the orange straight up is reacting to this guy, okay? To this criminal, all right? Like, this dude is straight up a criminal right now. But just look at how it's just so funny to me. Bruh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this one more time.
Tell him you next up.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm going to be breaking it down a little bit, but just go with me, okay? This is hilarious, all right?
Tell him you next up, do his job. No.
Now look out, okay, first off, legs crossed, people just chilling, right? People that are just chilling. Obviously, there's some of the hostages have been let go, have been released at this point of this situation. But look how she is just chilling, sitting in that funky way, with the back of the chair, in front of her type of thing. Like, they're just straight up chilling. They don't care. They're not scared. There is no panic on these hostages' faces. Okay. Now watch the girl in the orange. She's clearly talking to the cops over here. She don't care about not a damn thing. Watch.
No, don't say no. Say what I said, and I've been recording it too.
What would you like me to say?
What did I just tell you that?
Just annoyed. Just straight up annoyed. Do you see that? That is just pure, just shut up. What do you want me to say? Just tell me what you, not feared, not fearful for her life. Not, oh my God, am I going to die? What do you want me to say? Whatever you want, oh my God. Like, in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like in the movies. But this girl's like, whatever, wait for it. Hold on. Wait for it. You got to hear this. It's very quiet, but you'll hear it. Let's go.
What's going to happen if you could just get a number for an FBI agent? And where are the other FBI?
Did you hear that? She goes, she doesn't care. She's not scared, man. Listen, one more time. You hear it. She said, because she exhales twice. Listen to this. She's like, well, what do you want? Well, what would you like me to say? That passive aggressive, like, you freaking idiot. What do you want me to say? All right. Just tell me what to say, man, so I can go home. Okay? Listen.
Just get a number for an FBI agent.
Did you just hear that? And then another one.
Where are the other FBI agents?
I think we're still just waiting to hear from his family, and if
they don't care. They're the worst. These guys are the worst bank robbers in the history of bank robbers. I'm sorry, it's so good. I gotta play one more time. You gotta listen. Just hear her one more time. Full. I will not interrupt it. Just take a really good listen. I'm gonna turn this ish up for the people in the nosebleed seats. This is so good. Oh my God. Oh, this is so good. Thank you guys for this.
Like me to say.
What did I just tell you that was going to happen if you could just get a number for an FBI agent? And where are the other FBI agents?
I think we're still just waiting to hear from his family, and if he hears from his family.
It's like he just asked her to clean her room. You won't play Fortnite unless you clean your room. And she's just like, whatever. I love this. Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God. You think it's like whenever you say, oh my God, but they're just chilling. They don't care. It's so bad. David, go ahead, man. Oh my God.
It sounds like the guy that was in there was not too threatening. I mean, obviously you see this from the people there, but so the officers aren't even sure if he had a weapon at the time.
Bruh.
And as you see, most of the people in there did not seem to think he had a weapon either. So it's quite possible he didn't have a gun or anything with him. But it is funny what this woman does. It's just like she doesn't even want to be at work that day, and she's got to do this extra task that she's mad about.
Bruh. She's like, man, I wasn't even supposed to be at work today. I wasn't even supposed to work today. They called me in. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you know I wasn't supposed to be at work today. That's the whole thing. That's her whole thing. She just got asked to clean her room. Straight up. But go ahead. What were you saying, David?
All right. So they ended up figuring out who the suspect is. It's Ray Rico McNeary, 35. He is actually from that area, St. Cloud, which is where it actually happened down. And it seems like we seen some of that there with the hostages, and originally it was the people that worked there that called the police. And a lot of bank, they were actually filled with customers when this happened, so a bunch of people ended up running out of the door immediately. But McNeary ended up taking 5 of them as hostage. And then you see when the next part is he tries to get in hold of the FBI. He tries to get in hold of the FBI, and you see kind of how he does that one. But what ended up happening just after this was that 4 of them were released. It was separated by a couple hours each, but the first 4 were released, and the 4th one was released at 8 p.m. But the last hostage ended up just deciding to run for the door, so he was never technically released. He just darted and got to the police tactical units and then hid behind them. Basically, I mean that makes sense. That's what you would want to do.
Wait, but there was no weapon, correct? Like the robbers did not have any. So how did that? That's why I want to know. Like, how did it all go down? They just walked in and go, "Okay, loves, it's a robbery." Like, what is that? That doesn't make any sense. No weapons, no nothing. Not even like a nail file. You know what I'm saying? Not even like a bunch of papers, so you can just paper cut a bunch of people and some Tabasco sauce, so you could just, you know what I mean, drizzle it into the paper cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Yeah. What? You walked in with nothing and just said, "Hey guys, just so you know, it's a robbery right now. So you're my hostages, just so you know." And then the girl in the orange is just like, "I wasn't even supposed to be at work today. You want me to what?"
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. I'm so sorry. It's just, God, it's so stupid. Sorry, go ahead.
It does look like McNeary has a history of being imprisoned. He was put in Stearns County Jail twice. On March 7th, it was for suspicion of a felony domestic assault. And on March 26th, in a different county, but in the same state, Ramsey County, where he still actually has that warrant out for making terroristic threats. So he currently has a warrant out for making terroristic threats when they arrested him. So a review of the Minnesota court records, according to the St. Cloud Times, which is the area where this happened, they say that shows that he's been a victim multiple times for terroristic threats, domestic assault, trespassing, and disorderly conduct as far back as 2007. Right now I think I already said this, but right now he's being held at the Stearns County Jail and is being charged with robbery and kidnapping. And they said that all of the official charges, which they haven't given out yet, will be released sometime today, probably over the next 3 to 4 hours, based on just generally when those reports come out. And so that was basically the whole of it. So as far as the weapon goes, what the police have said exactly is that they have not found a weapon yet. And from what I can tell, that no one's reported that there's a weapon. But it could very well be. He could have very well had a gun, and they just haven't located it yet.
But how hard is it to find a gun inside of a bank? Like, I'm sorry, where did he shove it up his ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to find? I'm just saying, riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this. How hard is it to find a gun? How hard is it to find a weapon? You're telling me that he just threw it somewhere and then they couldn't find it? Like suddenly, he put it in the paper shredder? Like what? Like what? That doesn't make any sense.
He mailed it to himself, so they couldn't.
Yeah, he mailed
so they couldn't open it up. Yeah, like at the end, he's like putting it in a package in a PO box, and they're like, "You can't check that, man. It's federal mail."
And so he Ocean's 11'd himself. He mailed the thing to himself for later on. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm done. He Ocean 11'd his weapon. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God, people are so dumb. I'm sorry. That was everything. You see who has control and who doesn't in that Wells Fargo. They could have easily left. I'm sure that lady in the orange could have just been like, I'm walking out the door. I don't care what you do. You could try, but you're not going to do anything. She could have walked right out, I'm sure, and he probably wouldn't have done the damn thing.
Right. I mean, when the fifth guy ran out, or I don't know if it was a guy or a woman, but when the fifth person ran out, it was pretty much that. It seems like the bank robber didn't respond at all, and he just he or she managed to get to the police response team. I think they actually said SWAT team that was there. But yeah, so it seems like he didn't have any plan to actually keep his hostages in there because that last one just ran out straight to the police and wasn't even like slowed down by the dude.
But see, if you see something like that, you clearly know what kind of control that robber has, right? You clearly know. If you have somebody running out, like slipping from your fingers, that person clearly has no control inside that bank, right? So you could probably test the waters and just go in there and rescue. You know what I mean? Save the day. You know what I mean? Get all those damsels in distress. You feel me? You know? So, wow. They all just had that look. They all had that look on their face, like, this is beyond my pay grade. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here. Shoot, I'm still on the clock. I'm getting my money. Shoot, I'm still getting paid. I'm still on the clock. I don't care.
Maybe he's just jacked and carries his own guns.
Right. Oh my God. Oh, that was that. I needed that today. I really needed that today. Oh, I got more crazy stuff for your ass today. There's more coming up here very, very soon. But we got to jump into this next story, and hopefully you were able to share a good chuckle with me because that is just too funny. I am sorry. That, man. Thank God no one got hurt. Let me just say that too. There were no one got hurt. All right. So that's really good news. So I'm glad that it was just something to laugh at for a second, and not at the expense of some sort of casualty or people getting harmed. No one went to the hospital. No one got hurt in that kind of way. So thank God 5-0 was able to dismantle that situation properly. I know it took them hours, but I'll tell you what, those employees definitely got their overtime for the week. I'll tell you what, man. Okay, so we got to jump into this next story, y'all. It's the next one on our list of stories today. But before I jump into that, if you haven't done it yet, please hit that like button. Send those likes all the way up. I'd really, really appreciate it. I see us getting close to 100 viewers in here today. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Hit that like button. If you haven't done that yet, crush that subscribe button. I do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. And I do a Tuesday through Thursday evening show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tonight, by the way, I will be on live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got a very, very dope conversation going on tonight. I will be opening up the phone lines and having an open conversation about just the various topics that are going on that have nothing to do with robberies or police brutality. This all has to do with some OnlyFans and talking about relationships and things that surround that world. So if you're down to be a part of that conversation as to why somebody would start an OnlyFans, so on and so forth, I have somebody coming onto the show that is very special. She is a very, let's just say, successful OnlyFans model. She's going to be on tonight, so it's going to be fun. No snakes, no more snakes, Mark Jones. Dag nabbit, no more snakes, but tonight will be a really great conversation, and we're going to be opening up the phone lines, reading your comments, and having a discussion about this stuff. You know what I mean? So seeing where you guys stand on the whole idea of men and women making money off of a site like OnlyFans in the way that some of them do make money off this website. So anyway, be sure to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, because that's going to be a show you do not want to miss. It's going to be a fun one for sure. So also hit that join button. Like I always say, $4.99 a month helps fuel this show so that I can keep giving you your stories of the day. So speaking of stories of the day, we got this next story, and I don't know. I'm going to open it up for everyone to see what y'all think about this particular story. But it looks like Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is not seeking re-election. Yes, I don't know why there's Mad Max Fury. I don't know why. That's not Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. I'm just going to let you know. But Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms announced late Thursday that she will not seek a second term, an election year surprise that marks a sharp turnabout for the city's second black woman executive. Bottoms, 51, announced she would not run for a re-election during a private call, apparently from this Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported. A short time after reports broke Thursday evening, she later confirmed in her intentions with an open letter shared on Twitter. So it's with deep emotions that I hold my head high and choose not to seek another term as mayor. This is what she wrote, saying she prayed over this decision with her husband, Derek, an executive of the Home Depot Incorporated. The mayor is expected to speak publicly Friday morning, which, from my understanding, she already has. So Bottoms, the second black woman ever elected mayor in the city, had previously announced that she would be running for a second term, holding a fundraising event with President Joe Biden. She made headlines last year when she announced that she was in consideration for Biden's running mate. That is very, very true. Bottoms, who narrowly won a runoff election 4 years ago, pushed back against any questions about whether she could have secured a second victory later this year. She said polls showed her in a strong position. So, she says, my ancestors, direct descendants of the once enslaved, traveled by horse and buggy from the cotton fields of East Georgia in search for a better life for themselves and their children in Atlanta, she wrote. I've carried their belief for a better tomorrow in my heart, their earnest work ethic in my being, and their hopes for generations not yet born on my mind. Each day that I've been privileged to serve as the 60th mayor of Atlanta, the city that I deeply love. The city of Atlanta has had its challenges. She, of course, said this in her letter, but she said, yet we persisted, she wrote. So in this very lengthy letter, she is now not seeking re-election as mayor of Atlanta. And I don't know how I don't know how I feel about this particular situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's I don't think it's great news, in my personal opinion. But you never know. This could be a hint of something else that she's maybe getting ready for. You know what I'm saying? But all I can say is, like, I appreciate her service, what she's dedicated to the city. It has been a very, very tough year. 2020 was one hell of a soap opera, right? That was one hell of a season. So I can only imagine what kind of stress she's been under, dealing with the things that have been going on in that city. Maybe it just took its toll. I don't know. David, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, Georgia has been one of the places that has had a lot of problems with this. I mean, not just now, but, forever, basically. And so I'm not sure exactly why she would want to stand down right now, but my guess is just that she probably doesn't like the political environment and the direction that things are going. Because, I mean, with the passing of, say, the voting bill, for instance, rejects some of the power from the, who was it? Basically from the voting board, or from the previous politicians, like the mayor and the elected commission, no longer have the power to control the election in that area. It's largely done now, or it will be done by the state legislature. So fundamentally, that branch of the Georgia government is losing their powers to basically enact rules and laws that are fair, I guess. And on top of that, they have these, like I said, she's losing her power in that way. She's no longer able to affect the voting things. But as an elected official, that is going to come back potentially and also keep her from winning office in the future. So it is a kind of delicate situation. And I wouldn't be surprised if she just wants to stand away from it, because the rhetoric in a lot of the Georgia legislature has become pretty toxic towards both sides. And I think that with this, she's just trying to get out of that while she still can. I mean, she's done a lot of work in the past, obviously, and she's at an appropriate age to retire, so it's not really something I blame her for. Some people are saying that she should remain to face the challenges that are going on there. But, you know, I mean, I understand that, and I do kind of agree that she should continue to do what she can, but at the same time, it's her life, and she's at the stage where she doesn't need to be involved anymore in that way if she doesn't want to be, and so that's her right, I think. However, I do think it would probably be net beneficial to the people of Atlanta if she stayed the mayor, probably, but it's hard to say without seeing who the new candidates will be replacing her.
Yeah, you know, excuse me, I think it's going to be very interesting to see who comes up next. But I do feel in my heart of hearts that she could possibly be working on something much bigger, like she's on to greener pastures. Maybe there's a bigger opportunity that's getting thrown in front of her, and she needs to get properly vetted for that, and she needs that time to get properly vetted for it. I don't think she's just like stepping down. I think she's going to start trying to step up, and I think that's what's happening. I'm hopeful. I think that she's done. I mean, I don't live in Atlanta, but from my understanding is that she's done a good job, you know, being the mayor of that city. And like I said, 2020 was a test, was I don't even know. It was like a final exam every single day. You know what I'm saying? So I hope it is like a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And it's a step up rather than a step down and she just disappears. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that there's something else going on. Oh, we prayed on it. Okay, so something else is going on. You're getting ready for something else. And we'll hear it. We'll hear about it soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so yes, you know, for what she's done for the city, I commend you. Thank you so much for your service, and I look forward to hearing a lot more about Mayor Lance Bottoms here very, very soon. Moving on to the next thing. This is something I need to pull up, so sorry, give me 1 second. Oh my God, this is a nice little segue. Okay. Because what? I hate when this thing happens like this. Okay. All right, guys. What would happen? What would you do if this happened to you?
Oh my God. That scared me.
Don't worry, I'll play it again.
I thought that was your hair. I was like, what?
One more time.
Oh my God. That scared me. I thought that was your hair.
Bruh, that was not her hair. That came up from the ceiling, by the way. That came down from the ceiling. That fell on that dude's face and crawled off. Now let me say something to you really quick. Notice that they don't even get up. It just crawls back in the back of his head, and that's it. Disappears into nothingness.
Yeah.
Bruh, I would have been up so fast. I would have thrown her off of me. Doing the whole dance and everything. Is it still on me? Is it still on me? Like that would have happened. But no, he just sat there like, oh my God, I thought it was your hair. Still chilling with that cockroach somewhere up in his hair, bruh. That's nasty. Okay? Nasty.
Are we sure it's not like are we sure this one's real? I don't know.
Bruh, that was real. That was most definitely real. That was most definitely. You can't tell me that ain't real. That was real. That was real. Like I said, the reaction is so lackadaisical. Yes, I said it. Lackadaisical. That I'm like, wait, are you just used to just hanging out with cockroaches on your face? Like the reaction was just like, oh my gosh, I thought it was your hair. Chuckle, 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 chuckle. That thing is still like somewhere back here, chilling in his head, in his hair.
It's like in his shirt now or something.
Yeah, man, that's not cool. That nasty. Yeah, Death the Reaper. Nasty, just nasty. Nasty. Okay? No, you don't do that. You don't just chill. Let that thing crawl all over your face. All up in your stuff. That's disgusting, y'all. That's, I
guess.
Oh, somebody, loser, JJ79 just said, oh, shoot, it just went away. I've seen it before the other day on a little girl. It went in her nose. Bruh, I can't do that. God. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, the reaction, it just crawls on his face and he's like, oh my God. I would have been up dancing. You would have been seeing me like, popping and locking and, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get this thing off of my body. You know what I'm saying? That's Siri just said, I'll have whatever they had. That's a very chill high. Facts. They were high as hell. They had to have been to just be cool with that stuff. Seriously. I don't know. If that was me, I don't care if I drank a whole bottle of Benadryl. You know what I'm saying? Like my body would still react the same way. You know what I mean? Get this thing off of me, man. Get this thing off of me. Man. Anyway, okay, so we got to go into this next story, and this one is very interesting because there's a new Karen in Central Park. Yes, I said it. There's a new Karen in Central Park. Now, or there's a new Central Park Karen. Let's just say that. Now, there was a woman, a black woman, dropped a iPhone charger. Okay. And there was a woman that picked this. I guess she's Italian. I don't know. She has a very thick accent. But this woman picks up the iPhone charger and basically is adamant to think that this iPhone charger is not this black woman's, is not hers. Right. So she calls 911. She calls the police, and you just got to see what is being said throughout this entire video. This story is insane. Like I said, this happened in Central Park, New York City, but I also want to say it's very much like it is very much kind of the same story as the other Central Park Karen. You remember the other Central Park Karen? She's screaming. She was sitting there going, oh my God, this black man is trying to hurt me, right? Watch this. Very interesting story. Oops.
Mom, they don't let me. There are two girls and they're surrounding me and they're threatening me that they're going to beat me or something.
Don't do that.
Or something.
You're lying.
Oh, just wait.
I think that's on 170 something. That's in front of the queues of the information.
Are you racist
They don't
or
let me
something?
to go. Yes, I am. I prefer my race to any race. But
So a few hours earlier, that's what it says down below.
What's up, guys? Today we got dressed up because we are shooting. Well, we're taking like a little personal shoot for Instagram.
real quick before I go into this, I see that there's a super chat. Thank you for the heads up, Sarah. Mike Bruno, thank you so much. Coffee for the Pascal Show. Thank you so much for the $40 super chat. Hey, we got to clap for that. $40. $40. Damn. I really do appreciate it, Mike Bruno. I really, really do appreciate it. Yes, I love myself some coffee, and so does David. But yeah, let's continue this story. Obviously, these ladies put the time to cut together this video, which is it's unbelievable. So let's take a look at this. This is when it all starts to. This is when the ish hits the fan. Let's go.
Just have it back, please.
You have video of you with
I definitely have a video with it on, but she's not going to give it back even if we show her.
I don't want to show it because somebody may have worked with. No, I find it here.
This lady just stole my charger and won't give it back.
Now, by the way, I just want to say this really quick. Why is this woman playing full court press on a little portable iPhone charger? Why? I don't understand it. Personally, I do not get it. Okay? Don't make no sense to me at all. But let's continue.
She's saying that I have to prove that it's mine, and she's calling the cops on me right now.
That they're gonna beat me.
She said we're gonna beat her?
Yeah, in the Central Park. She's lying.
Clearly she's lying.
They're getting so close to me and they're already touching me. That's not.
Did you see them did you see them put their paws on you? I'm just curious. Did you guys see them put their paws on her in any type of fashion? I'm just asking for a friend.
Nobody's touching you.
It's not mine. Yeah, it's not yours either. It's not yours. You have to prove it. I'm not saying I'm not going to give it to you. You have to prove that this is yours.
You're not. What are you talking about?
Ma'am, they don't let me. There are two girls and they're surrounding me and they're threatening me that they're going to beat me or something.
Don't do that.
Or something.
You're lying. You're a
I
liar.
think that's on 170 something. That's in front of the queues of the information.
Are you racist
They don't
or
let
something?
me to go. Yes, I am. I prefer my race to any.
Well, at least she's honest on that part. Everything else was a lie up until then. Are you that? She says yes.
What's your problem?
Lies, by the way. Nothing but lies.
Girl, go ahead. Hurry up. Yo, she just stole my motherfucking portable charger and told me she's racist.
Yep.
And saying that we're gonna beat her and kill her and stuff.
It's whack, y'all. Whack.
That's in the park. That's in the middle of the park. I find something in the middle of the day. And then these two thieves have come and say that this is theirs. I think that's a USB drive. I'm going to break it and you are not.
Girl, but break it.
I'm going to break it.
Break it.
Your tire should come down.
So stupid.
Please do not take my property. Give it back.
I'm going to throw it away, but maybe something you haven't paid for it. Your daddy paid for it or your sister paid for it.
Baby, I have a very good job. What are you talking about?
Do not discuss with me.
What?
Do not discuss with me.
Who are you?
They're going to beat me. They have already beat me in this park, and nobody has paid for it.
I mean, clearly, okay.
Girl, if you go viral trying to be stupid, that's on you.
This is ridiculous, y'all. This is so stupid. Like I said, it's a little tiny pink portable iPhone charger. Straight up. That's it.
You have a picture of it?
I sure do. I got a video of me with
right
it.
You have to go to them too.
Girl, I'm pulling up whenever they request it.
Pull it up before we get to them.
So now she's going to the boys on horses. The po-po on horses. Horse cops.
That this is theirs. I'm not going to give it to them if they cannot prove that this is theirs.
It's a portable charger. I was riding my bike and my portable charger fell. I turned around. She hurried up and grabbed it off the ground and ran away with it. And she said we're trying to beat her. She called 911.
Does it have any identifying marks on it? Do you know what brand it is by any chance?
It's her. She have a video of it. Pull up your video of if you have of it. It's not hers at all. She keeps saying she's saying we threatened her and beating her. She's called a cop. And we've been recording her since she got it. You got a video of that?
Well, yeah. I got my.
You see that? They're fighting. This whole thing started because of this thing right here. A pink portable iPhone charger.
It back. The police just gave it back. Had an interesting day. Very interesting.
Mom, they don't.
I'm done. So there you have it, guys. All because of a pink portable iPhone charger that this woman, I don't know who she is. It sounds like she like an Italian accent, right? Is going out of her way. Like she's so adamant about getting this into the right owner. You know what I mean? To the rightful owner. And she is so convinced that these two black women could not possibly own something as simple as a pink iPhone charger. A pink portable iPhone charger. This is whack to me, y'all. This is absolutely whack. And then, of course, didn't she break some laws there too? Like, because she was sitting there saying that they were that they were assaulting her, that they were threatening her life as she's on this 911 call. Ain't that breaking the law of some sort? Because that's the same thing that happened to the other Central Park Karen. She was screaming into the phone saying, "There's a black man. He's here." Lying to the cops, lying to the 911 dispatcher about how she was in dire straits. Right? Now we got the same story here. She's not screaming like that, but she's sitting there saying, hey, these people are threatening me. They put their hands on me, etc. All of those things were absolutely lies. 110% lies.
Mm-hmm.
David.
I agree. Especially with the way the woman, the Karen, I guess, that like she wasn't really being impeded. So if she wanted to get away, like you said, she would have just rode her bike away. I don't really see, at least in the video, there's not really a case of them threatening her at all. It's just her slowly walking away and saying they're threatening her on the phone. But I mean, you can see that they're actually even keeping a fair distance from her. They're just following her to keep recording her, as far as I can tell. And if she really wanted to get away, she could just ride her bike. Sure, they could follow her, I guess, but it's not like they're going to be. It's not like it's going to be Mad Max Road Rage or anything. They're just not going to be able to catch up with her if she goes fast enough or starts early enough. I mean, because really, they're not impeding her at all. It's kind of the point I'm getting at, is that she had easy direction to continue along the path she already had, and nothing was impeding her from going down that path as quickly as she wanted to. So I don't feel like she's actually being kept here by anyone other than her own choices. And just based on her calmness and everything, I do not think she actually felt threatened at any point. No. I don't know if before the scenes they actually did touch her in any way, but from what I get from her behavior, that she doesn't actually feel threatened at all. No,
she clearly was not feeling threatened at all, period. Because she held on to that charger. It's not like she sat there and said, if she felt any way, shape, or form threatened, I feel like she would be quick to give the charger back to them with the quickness, right? She felt emboldened. She felt like because she was on 911, she was on the phone with 911, that she had some sort of power, right? That she suddenly was like, I'm not giving you nothing because you haven't proven to anybody that this is even yours. The fact that they have to go up to a bunch of cops on horses and show footage of them actually owning that pink portable iPhone charger is beyond me. It's stupid as hell. Like I said, over something so small, something so trivial, and this girl's going out of her way to sit there and go, oh well, no, well, I need to call the cops because these people are threatening me, and they put their hands on me. Like I said, as much as we hate people pulling out their phones anytime something happens, and blah blah blah. It's most of the time it's the only weapon we got, y'all. It's the only weapon we got. So of course, as soon as that's one thing I've noticed too, that as soon as somebody plays or pulls out their phone and starts filming, people either do two different things. They cower. They slow themselves down. Like they catch themselves because they don't want to get caught slipping in a video, or they lose their minds even more. But one of the beneficial things about this is that you are catching this all on tape. It is all being seen on tape.
There's one important thing that Winter, you pointed out, but the woman does basically admit she stole it in the video, because she's saying that the woman she took it from probably got it from her brother or father or something like that. I don't remember, some relative. And so she's basically right there on video saying that it is yours, and she just doesn't know how they got it, but she's acknowledging that it is theirs, and that she doesn't think they should keep it because she thinks someone bought it for them. So right there, she's admitting her own guilt. So, on top of that, they can get her for calling in a false 911 call, and amongst other things, if they want to press charges. I do kind of hope these two press charges. I don't know if they will or not, but I think this is a perfect case where you would want to press charges on someone like that. Yeah,
there is that part of me that's kind of like, well, even so, even with the charger itself, right? It's kind of like, if it's really it's so small and trivial that it's, to me, I'd be like, you know what, F you. I'm just gonna go buy another one. It's fine. Leave her alone. I'm good. Just leave it alone. Let's just get out of here. That's just me though. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have walked around and been, doing all that just for the principle of the thing. But at the same time, I understand why they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because it is the principle of the thing. They are standing up for their rights, etc. And it's full on just racist crap that this woman's doing. But I would have been like, yo, I'm good. I can go get one at the Five Below real quick. You know what I mean? No big deal. I'll find another one. Go. Enjoy yourself. Bye. Yeah. It's not mine. Whatever. I would have just moved on. That's just me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I can see why they are there going, hey, that's mine. I want my stuff back. And the fact that it escalated, the fact that it grew into something much more, I'm just really happy that it didn't go south. You see, it didn't go violent, except for the stuff that she said, you know what I mean? That they did. Oh, they're putting their hands on her and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
It was probably never going to turn violent. The two women weren't very aggressive, and they were the ones actively recording their response, and they did not seem aggressive at all. So yeah. I don't even think there was the potential for aggression in here. They basically are just trying to deal with the thief as the sum of it all. And however, the thief is trying to use the police against them, even though they have video evidence that she's calling in false. So I don't know. I understand why people wouldn't want to go to court for it. I probably wouldn't if something similar happened to me, but I do think it's important that these do get brought up in court and get fought against, because this is kind of the idea of the Karen, is that she calls the police in inappropriate situations just for this. There needs to be more of a ramifications for pretty much creating false calls and diverting officers from what might actually be a life-threatening situation for innocent people.
Yeah.
So obviously it's incredibly negligent. Racist. She admits it's racist, and I don't know. I think they should
says it live.
Press a little bit of charges at least.
Right. I think that's the only truthful thing that she says on the video is, yes, I am racist. That's the only thing that she said that was true. You know what I mean? That was, in her, her heart of hearts. Her heart of hearts. Whoops. Her heart of hearts. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like I said, to me, I'm just like, I ain't got time for that mess. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, let's move on. But at the same time, that is a full-on video where she showed her ass. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't know if she actually lives here. I don't know if she's actually, just visiting from another country or whatnot. But, you know, obviously this video is going out there and it's getting shared and people are watching it, you know. So good on you, the new Central Park Karen. You a complete dumbass. Somebody go find this stuff and find out her information. Trust me. Watch, and her life will be completely destroyed, you know. But we got to go into this next story, y'all. This one is this is something I need to show you guys, okay? This is something I don't understand. I don't understand it, y'all. I just don't understand it, okay? Serena Williams. Beautiful. Talented. Black. I say that for a reason. Y'all just need to see. Y'all just need to see. I honestly don't even understand what I'm looking at here. But y'all need to see this. Okay? Take a look at this photo. I'm about to show this to you. This is Serena Williams. Take a look. Okay. So you see the photo. Okay. Now I there's a reason why. There's a reason why I say this, and there's a reason why I'm pulling this up, because I want you guys to see another photo. Saw this on another channel, and I need you guys to see this. This is really frustrating me big time. I just don't know. I don't even know what the f is going on here. But you need to see this, okay? I'm going to show you guys a photo, a side-by-side photo, okay, of Serena Williams and then the white chicks, Serena Williams. I'm sorry for saying that, but she does look like, in that photo, she does look like one of the characters from White Chicks, and it pisses me off. But I want you to see what she really looks like, the way God brought her into this world looking like, and what this recent photo is. Take a look. I'm just going to let that sink in. I'm just going to let it sink all the way into your brain, into that brain matter. What is this? Somebody please explain to me what the hell is going on here. What's going on with my girl, Serena Williams, y'all? What the hell is going on with my girl, Serena Williams? What is going on with my girl, Serena Williams? What is going on with my girl, Serena Williams? What's going on with my girl, Serena Williams, y'all? What is this?
Could it be like overexposure or just bad lighting or something?
Bruh, no. Hold up, baby. Hold up. No. No, it's not. I mean, God bless your heart. God bless your heart, David. Oh, you know what I'm saying? He got a heart of gold. Always trying to find the good in people. I'm going to show you guys the full photo without my face in it, okay? Because I want you guys to see the photo. And it's a tiny bit cropped, but I want you to see the legs. And then look at the face, okay? Legs and the face and the legs. Take a look. Face and the legs and the face. You cannot tell me that there is an exposure issue going on. Hell to the no. No. Mm-mm. 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 You see those legs? You see that face? The face and the legs and the face and the legs. You cannot tell me it's lighting. You cannot tell me it's overexposure, because it seems like her legs are doing just fine in the exposure. What is going on here? Look at that. Now, I'm okay. I like, because I saw this a couple days ago, and I'm like, you know what? I want to look it up, and I need to. Do I want to talk about this? Do I not want to talk about this? No. And honestly, yeah, we had to talk about this, because because people are wondering what the heck is going on with Serena Williams. What's going on with her face? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I need to know fam, tell me what you guys are thinking about this. I mean, there is a possibility, Anonymous said bad makeup. It could very well be a botched up makeup job, but it's completely, totally different from her face. I mean, like from her skin. Like, who in their right mind would go, oh, let's put some yellow foundation all over that face? She posted this on her social media.
She posted it herself?
This is what she posted herself. She posted this herself. Hold up. This might be gone by now, but hold up. Let's see if she still has it up there. I mean, this beautiful woman. Dear Lord. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. You guys got to see this. No. No. No, look. Same outfit, same hair, same botched up makeup. I mean, this is just a quarter shot, so it's just from the waist up, like a mid shot. But no. And then I think she got like contacts in her eyes, if I'm correct.
In the other picture, her eyes definitely looked weird for sure.
Yeah, and here it is though. I'm not okay. I'm not knocking a girl who wants to wear some like a blonde with a blonde wig, or get a lace front with some blonde highlights, or do some wear some colored contact lenses to spice it up. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you, boo boo? Seriously, do you? But that's not her skin. That is not her skin tone. That is not her skin. Here it is. Look at like this. That's her. You know what I'm saying? That's Serena.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to some other
darker
stuff.
in those photos.
Like a little bit darker, but I mean, there's still like even this photo is kind of light though. Look at that. That's light. Okay, so I mean, here it is. But you see her skin, her face, and her like the rest of her body are matching. Does that make sense? They be matching up in this piece, man. Right? But then you got. I need to find that other one again. Come on. But then you got this, which is clearly not that. Does not match. So, hey, and here it is. I don't care. Like, I don't care who she's dating or who she's in love with and all that. I mean, you love who you want to love and all that. But the one thing that does drive me nuts is the colorism that's going on here. I don't think anybody else sees it. Maybe everybody else sees it, but I see something that's going on here. And I have an issue with that. Because this is a beautiful, extremely talented, and powerful black woman. And she happens to be in love and married to a white man. I don't care about any of that. You love who you love, okay? But at the same time, and there's nothing wrong with rocking new looks. Nothing wrong with that. But this part is a little extreme. Like, she looks like, it's like a Michael Jackson, yo. This is a Michael Jackson, yo. It just feels weird. That's just me, though. You know, like, you see, like, what's his face? Home run guy. Sammy Sosa, I think his name is. Went from Dominican, like, dark brown to full on white. And this, like I said, I have no problem with any race, but I don't get it when people of darker skin try to go and try to lighten their skin or look more European. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Chuck just said, Chuck Diesel just said, she looks like a strong-ass, light-skinned dude. Serena has been compromised by the white supremacist standard of beauty. Is that what it said? It went away so fast. I mean, pretty much. It's like, see, that's the thing. That's the one thing I get so frustrated and annoyed about is that there is no pride. Like, I'm not saying there isn't, but there's a lot of people out there that are not proud of their beautiful, dark skin. Like, it's so beautiful. And they'll do everything they can to lighten themselves up. And I don't get it. I don't get why. But we live in this world where the darker you are, the uglier you are, or the more dirty you are. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I've seen some of the most beautiful women in the world have the darkest skin ever. And it's just gorgeous, you know. And it's so unfortunate that we have this societal implant in our brains where we think that, oh, it's just, the lighter skin is better. And it's like, clearly this woman, as you can see right here, this is a woman that's not fully comfortable in her own skin. And that's so sad. That is so frustrating. I see someone like her and I'm going, this woman's a beast. You know what I'm saying? This woman is a boss. This woman's a queen. And she's doing this. And I'm like, you ain't proud of like how God brought you into this world. You are beautiful. Exactly how God made you. And now you're doing, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, y'all. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. That's just me though. You know, and I would say the same thing to, there's girls out here that blackfish all day long. You know, you got the white girls or other girls of lighter complexion that will try to darken their skin as much as they can because they feel that if they have a little bit more of that, that little bit more caramel in their skin tone, that they're going to be more attractive that way. It's this weird body dysmorphia type of thing that I wish we could eradicate. I wish that we could get rid of. And yet we still have these things happening where girls are out here lightening themselves. We've seen this with like Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim's the same way. Like, I'm just like, oh my God.
See, like, it's kind of
funny. It's bad. Go ahead, David.
The opposite of like when I grew up, at least with like almost all my white family members would always get dark tans, and like everyone not just them, but like everyone in the area, like would always try to just go to these tanning beds and crap to get darker. It's kind of interesting to see it done in the opposite direction. Because like even my dad and my sister are super dark as far as tanning goes. It's almost like a dark brown. And this is as dark as I tan, spending 24 hours out a day. But a lot of people do. A lot of white people do want to get darker instead of lighter, which I think is interesting.
And then you see a lot of black people wanting to get lighter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be on the other side of the fence, but they still want to be able to grasp onto what they still have over here on the side of the fence that they are on. And that's what's so interesting. You know what I mean? For all ages. Don't worry. I am bleaching nothing. Trust. I'm very much proud of who I am and and my skin tone. I love being black. But at the same time, there are a lot of people out here that will try to do, like I said, you got your Woe Vickies and your Catch Me Outside girls and all that will blackfish like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They'll do everything they can to try to look like someone that they are not, because they think that is attractive. And it's just, it's frustrating. You know what I mean? Lawrence, thank you. He said, yes, you're a nice looking guy, Pascal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But that's the thing. Everybody wants to be something else. You know what I'm saying? There's black girls out there that, that have, curvaceous features, that want to have less curvaceous features. And then there's white girls on the other side of the fence that don't have curvaceous features, that want curvaceous features. You see what I'm saying? It's such an interesting thing It's such an interesting thing, but it's frustrating that you see, that you see. So frustrating when you see stuff like that happening, where they can't just be proud of who they are or be comfortable in their own skin. It's frustrating, especially somebody, like I said, especially somebody. Now this could very well be. Some people are sitting here saying, hey, it just could be a botched up makeup job. It could be a botched up photo shoot. It could be a botched up whatever. But she is still posting these photos. If they were botched up, she wouldn't have been posting these photos. She's happy with those photos. She's fine with those photos. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with rocking some different looks and all that. But when you see that somebody is getting progressively lighter in their skin tone, it makes you wonder. That's all. That's all. You have somebody who a lot of young black girls are looking up to as well and saying, oh, wow, Serena, did it, so can I. And now you see something like that. It just projects a different message that I think a lot of kids shouldn't be seeing. That's just what I think. Like I said, hey, you want to rock a different look? Come on, do you, boo-boo. I mean, shoot. Isn't that what a lot of girls do? They change their looks all the time. You know what I mean? And that's fine. You know what I mean? But I think when it comes to the actual skin tone situation, it bothers me. It just bothers me. Because I think it sends out the wrong kind of message. That's what I think on that. But, what were you going to say, David?
I was just going to say, has she actually responded to the photos at all yet or anything?
The
controversy over it?
I was looking it up, and let's see. So far, nothing so far. Nothing so far from what I see. Just a lot of other people are going, oh my God, did Serena Williams turn herself white? That's what I'm seeing. And then, of course, they're going, okay, Serena Williams' new look is got a lot of people talking, but she hasn't really addressed anything yet. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, she's a beautiful, an amazingly talented athlete. And, yeah, that's all. I just think it's giving off the wrong message. It's sending the wrong message, period. And it's frustrating. That's all. You know what I mean? Ooh, here's something interesting. Breaking as of today, as of now, as of about 30 minutes ago, Justice Department brings federal criminal charges against Derek Chauvin and 3 others. This is interesting. The Justice Department has filed federal criminal charges against Derek Chauvin, accusing the former police officer of using excessive force and violating the civil rights of George Floyd. Obviously, we already know about what happened to Floyd. 3 other former officers on the scene that day, that was Lane, Quang, and Tao, have been charged federally in connection with George Floyd's death. 2 of the men are accused of failing to intervene to stop Chauvin. All 3 face a charge of failing to provide medical care with deliberate indifference to Floyd's suffering. They already are preparing for a state trial in August. Chauvin also faces a separate federal indictment related to a 2017 incident. Just so you guys know, if you guys didn't know about this part, this is a very interesting story too. He is facing a separate federal indictment related to a 2017 incident where he allegedly used a neck restraint without legal justification on a 14-year-old and beat the teenager in the head with a flashlight. Yeah. Hold on. I'm just going to show you guys the article. Why not? Let's read this together. Follow the bouncing ball. Okay? So, come on, NPR. All right. Federal civil rights prosecutors from Washington worked hand in hand with the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota to build the case. Such federal charges are rare, in part because it is difficult to meet the high legal bar they require. To succeed, prosecutors must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Chauvin acted, quote unquote, willfully to deprive Floyd of his civil rights and used force that was constitutionally unreasonable. In those cases, officers can argue in their own defense that they acted out of fear, panic, or even poor judgment, some of which featured in Chauvin's defense to state charges in a trial that concluded with a conviction on all counts last month. We already know about this. Chauvin has moved for a new trial, citing alleged jury misconduct and pre-trial publicity. Now, we already know George Floyd was pleading for his life, crying for his late mother. Obviously, this is something that the whole world has seen. Floyd's young daughter met Joe Biden on the campaign trail, and he often repeats her statement that her daddy changed the world. The case is yet another demonstration of the Biden administration's emphasis on civil rights. In the Trump administration, then Attorney General Bill Barr declined to approve a plea deal with Chauvin after Floyd's death, reasoning that he provided to cede that ground to local authorities, and that the situation in Minneapolis was enough. So, the new federal criminal cases are separate from ongoing civil rights investigation that will examine whether Minneapolis police have engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination, including excessive force and mistreatment of people with disabilities. And authorities in Minnesota have welcomed that civil investigation, which could take months to pursue. So you have federal criminal charges against Chauvin and the 3 officers that were involved in George Floyd's death. This is very interesting news, guys. Very interesting news. David, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, it's
he's saying he's never going to leave. He's never going to be outside of a courthouse. I think he's never going to see he's never going to see freedom. I don't think Chauvin's going to be put through the ringer. I feel. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. We still don't know if the thing that one guy said is going to end up having the case thrown out yet. They haven't really said, though they are, as far as what I understand, they are talking about whether or not it has an effect on the previous, or whether or not that that the juror had an effect on the outcome, which I'm sure people are arguing it did, and people are arguing it didn't, but ultimately, I think there is a good chance of it being thrown out. Though I think this is kind of a step in the right direction, I suppose. And I mean, it's just like this problem where they keep trying to reinstate these cops, and it takes so much work to get rid of them. I mean, for real, Chauvin shouldn't have even been a cop still at that point. He had multiple allegations of assault, including against children. I mean, we can compare this to the drunk cop just the other day. That guy had been stopped before by other officers and bystanders for grabbing I think it was like 13-year-old boy or 13-year-old girl. I don't think they said the gender, but he grabbed the child, and just covered the face until police had to pull his arm away so that the child could breathe and not suffocate to death. And then he follows the child home and attacks him at his house as well because he's drunk. We kind of had this with Chauvin. Chauvin committed multiple acts of violence that were against both the law and against their local police standards. Yet he's still being kept as an officer. But there's enough evidence to know at that point that he is likely to respond the same way again to other people, that he's likely to use excessive violence again, that he's likely to disobey or disrespect basic human decency as he's done in the past. What they really need to do is get rid of these cops, because what we keep seeing is that they just have these cops that are in charge and they stay there until there's something enough to pretty much just get rid of them. But we know that they're going to be problematic. It's the same way like you keep an eye on a child that may have repeatedly beat up other children for cases of violence. Yet we don't treat officers in the same respect. We ignore their previous crimes and we ignore whatever rap sheet they have. It kind of gets deleted by virtue of them being a cop. But this is not obviously not the way it is, because cops are just normal people for the most part, and they do make wrong decisions. They do have bad ideas, and some of them are just bad people from the beginning. They might be a sociopath or a overt racist or something. And these signs are always there because there's always complaints filed in these cases. There's always incidences of these officers using excessive force against other individuals that was incorrect. Yet nothing happens until it goes far enough that someone dies. What we need to do is really kind of like what the military did to some degree. They got rid of everyone that was not meeting standards and that could not do their job properly, and then they started bringing in new people with a higher degree of training. That's what the police officers need to do. They need to kind of clean their ranks, get rid of anyone that's problematic, and bring in new officers with a new training regime. But we're not seeing that. We're seeing instead in Minnesota, where they claim to defund the police, they're spending more money on basically patrol officers, not training them, just getting more patrol officers out in the streets. Obviously, that includes their initial training at their academy, but it doesn't cover like additional training afterwards to make sure that they actually know what they're doing and that they didn't just pass once and dump the knowledge like a lot of people do when you take a test on anything that you don't really want to be tested on. You just study the information long enough, get the answers out, and then you're done. But that's not enough. These people need to be there needs to be oversight. There needs to be civilian oversight, just like there is in the military, of people that are not meeting the standards or who are accused of excessive violence or attacking people that aren't. The people in the military that do that are facing jail time, hard labor, and being locked away for a very long time. And we don't see that with police officers who have the same sort of power, except they're dealing with American citizens who have American protections, and they're attacking their fellow countrymen. This is a huge difference. So these people should be gotten rid of immediately. Their job is ostensibly to protect and serve, but their history shows that their behavior is more aggressive and self-serving. I mean, if you consider, again, the drunken officer, he's driving around as a drunk. He's only concerned about himself. He's not out there protecting or serving anyone. He's doing what he wants, having fun while he does it, and then basically racially profiling, because we did find out that someone was called about a possible person smoking weed outside, but no one mentioned a black person in any of the dispatch. It was just someone was smoking weed nearby, and he claims that he's the one that's the problem.
Yeah, and I mean, it's this. Yeah, we had a huge discussion about cops and all that on yesterday's show. Which, by the way, I really appreciate everybody who called in and threw in their 2 cents, and also the people that I missed because I had to jump off so quickly on yesterday's show. But so I appreciate all the phone calls. But we did have that conversation about just like cops and bad cops and good cops, and being able to have get rid of those cops that are a part of the problem, but at the same time, it's those cops as well that know that there are bad cops out there that are also part of the problem too. Does that make sense? Like, if you're not trying to find a solution to the problem, then you are a part of the problem. Period. Right. And there are so many cops out here that know that there's so many things that are so many bad things that are going on, behind the curtain. And they're not willing to do what they need to do. They're not willing to just jump in and expose what's going on. They just sit there and they go, OK, I see him doing that dirty, or I see them doing that dirty. And then they don't do anything about it. They just sit there and just chill. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And until we are able to I feel like we're in that time where it's okay to rat them out. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, this is the moment where you go, yeah, you want to have rats in the police department so that you can find out who the bad people are so that they can be taken out. But then also at the same time, there are also guys that are there hiding in plain sight that have a rap sheet as long as my body too, that clearly have had situations, altercations, etc., just like Derek Chauvin. The only reason why right now they're even talking about this 14-year-old kid that he used knee on neck and hit him on top of the head, beat him with a freaking flashlight, is because he's already been exposed. You see what I'm saying? He's out. He's exposed. So they already see him. People are already looking at him as a dirty cop. So they're diving into all of his stuff. And now they're seeing all the stuff that he's done. But there are other guys out here in the force that are on the streets right now that have a rap sheet just as tarnished as Derek Chauvin. But they're not getting exposed. They still out here pulling people over, giving people tickets and citations and whatnot. Those dudes are still out there, man. They haven't done a George Floyd. They're not doing a knee on neck. That's why they're still hiding in plain sight. And until they do something like that, that's when we suddenly start to care. That's when the police department starts going, oh yeah, he was always a bad kid. Look at the list. Look at the list of the things. Look at his rap sheet. He's been doing so many bad things already. Oh my gosh, look at that. All that stuff. He's been bad this whole entire time. And you're like, wait, you're surprised? Police department been knowing that. They just keep putting him they just keep putting him out on the street. Not giving two damns. So that's a huge problem. So a lot of these guys that have a rap sheet that already have a tarnished record should already be kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Period. But these guys are still out here. Still on the streets, still doing their thing, still protecting and serving. Alongside these other good cops that are out there doing their damn thing. That's sad, y'all. And that's the problem. They need to do a full-on audit. They need to audit. They need to do an audit on bad cops in the force. Gut it out. Get it all out. And if that means they have to train more guys, so be it. That means that there's that many more good cops on the street so that they can have a better, what's the word? A better look. I guess I can't find the right word for it. You see what I'm saying? Actually, this does remind me of something that I wanted to show you guys because people have been reacting to this video, and I figured we should do this one. Hold on one second. Wait, okay. I'm trying to remember the name of it. So there is a video. Hopefully I got the right one. I really do hope I got the right one. There is a video that's going around. Now, here's the thing. See, now I want to make this abundantly clear. As you know, this show, okay, this show is not a show where I'm just trying to bash cops. Okay, this is not a cop bashing show at all whatsoever. Okay, so I don't want to get it twisted. Like if I show you guys this video and people are sitting there going, "Oh, you're a bootlicker." I'm not a bootlicker. I'm not. Okay, but I know, and I do believe that there are good cops and there are bad cops out there. You know what I'm saying? Not all cops are bad. We are fully aware of that. Okay. But this is something that I found extremely interesting, and I want to pull this up. Now, this is a college professor, okay? In this short, less than 3-minute clip, she is having a debate with a student, okay? about cops because he says that the police are heroes. Check out what she has to say in this clip. It's interesting.
You brought up the police in your speech a few times. So what is your main concern? Since, honestly, the whole reason police, it is systemic. The issue is systemic because the whole reason we have police departments in the first place, where did it stem from? What's our history? Going back to what Jeremy was talking about, what does it stem from? It stems from people in the South wanting to capture runaway slaves.
Maybe they shouldn't be heroes. Maybe they don't belong on a kid's show.
So I disagree with what Jeremy said about it because I think cops are heroes and they have to have a difficult job, but we have to have that
all of
fine
them?
life. Oh, I'd say a good majority of them. You have bad people in every business and every part.
Yeah.
Well,
wait. Police officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And I say this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
Yes, I understand.
Now, hold on. I got to scroll that back a little bit because that little exchange was very funny to me. Hold on.
And have gotten away with it and have never been. Police officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And I say this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
So just so you know, she has family members that are police officers. And this is what she's saying right now. Let's continue. This is very interesting.
Yes, I understand. And this is what I believe. This is my opinion. And this is, not popular to say, but I do support our police and we have bad people. And the people that do bad things should be brought to justice. I agree with that. But I think that, say it again.
They haven't.
Well, I agree with you on that point of they should, right?
Okay, so what is your bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes? They belong on TV shows with children?
I think they are heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you. And they have a problem just like every other business, but we should fix that. But I think they're heroes. Well,
I think that's the problem, is looking at it as a business. Because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They do protect us. Who do we call when we're in trouble and someone has a knife or a gun?
I wouldn't call the police.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
Here it goes.
I don't trust them.
Real quick. I just want, okay. Okay. Let me roll that back just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. I want you to hear what she said. What did she say again?
We're in trouble and someone has a knife or a gun.
I wouldn't call the police.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
I don't trust them. My life's in more danger.
Who would you call?
In their presence.
Professor, who would you call?
I wouldn't call anybody.
No, wait, hold on. We it's not done yet. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. Well, huh? Hold up.
Well, would you have if someone intruded your house with a gun? What would you have a gun on you, or
no.
Who would you call?
It's my time to go.
Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to
be already in your house with a gun. There's not much you can do at that point. Calling the police is kind of just,
And I know that it's not popular for me to say that to you guys and people in here, but that's what I believe about the police.
Okay.
And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for listening to my point. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. You heard that. I'm sorry.
I have a feeling that this is one of those Karens that would call a cop on a black person just for being too loud.
I feel like it's that too. I also feel that, this girl, I'm trying to get a photo of her really quick. This girl, bless her heart. I'm sorry. She said she wouldn't call the cops if a gun or a knife is pulled on her. Who are you going to call? Wait, are you like some master of jujitsu or mixed martial arts? Are you Joe Rogan in the body of a little tiny female? I'm assuming she's a small girl, small woman. But real talk, why? I ask, why would you think that answer is a logical answer. Hold on.
Shows with children that
I think they are heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you and they have.
I just can't. I'm sorry I'm playing it again because I still don't believe it. Like, I still don't believe that she's saying this because it's stupid. I'm sorry. Common sense is you call 911. You call the cops if somebody's trying to attack you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. As much as we want to be like, F Popo and defund and whatever, you know what I'm saying? In the reality of things, if you are in trouble, you call the Popo. That's it.
Just like every other business, but we should fix that. But I think they're heroes. Well,
I think that's the problem. It's looking at it as a business because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They do protect us. Who do we call when we're in trouble and someone has a knife or a gun?
I wouldn't call the police.
Okay, she just literally. Okay, so I'm just playing it again because I still don't believe it. Like I said, like this is a professor, by the way. This is a college professor that's saying this.
What did you call the police?
I don't trust them. My life's in more danger.
What did you call?
By the way, she said in the very beginning that she has family members that are police officers. So you're telling me she don't trust her family either? I'm confused here. As much as, okay, I'm just going to throw this reality in and we're going to open this up. Here's this. Let me sprinkle a little reality in this, okay? Even if you are somebody who's out here in the streets saying defund, right? You're saying F the Po, etc. Everything that's being said, trust me, I feel it. But if you are in a situation where somebody's coming after you with a gun or a knife, you're telling me you're not going to call the cops? You're not going to call the cops? That little woman would not call the cops. Like, then who do you call? Is there an independent organization that is like the cops, but they're not called cops? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They're not the Popo. I'm just talking about reality. Regardless of where you stand on how you feel about cops and whatnot, at the end of the day, logically speaking, when ish hits the fan, you gonna call the damn cops. You gonna call the Popo for sure, bro. Like, you gonna call. There ain't nobody else to call. Like I said, this ain't like, I'm gonna go for Uber. No, I'm gonna do Lyft. It's not that. You don't have a choice to call cops or them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a them call. Them, there's a guy coming after me with a no. You call the Popo. As much as you might sit there and go, I hate doctors, let's just say, and your own kid breaks their leg or some sort of medical emergency happens, you ain't gonna call the hospital? You ain't gonna call 911 for the paramedics to come in and take care of your ass? You're just gonna sit there and just go, it'll work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Your dad's having a stroke. It'll work itself out. It's cool. No, it's not gonna. No, he could have called 911 for some help. Like I said, oh my God. And this is a professor. Now, they're also talking about being able to, having cops in children's shows and stuff like that, not calling them heroes. Let me tell you something. Cops are heroes. All right? They are. Like I've said before, not every single cop is a bad cop. Yes, there's a lot of bad apples out there. But there's a lot of people out here that are putting their lives on the line every single day. I do agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with that. They put their lives on the line. But no matter how much I feel about cops and something happens and I'm in dire straits and it's life or death, you know for damn sure I'm calling 911. Po, what's up, Popo? I'm calling him up horde. Now, if they end up sprinkling crack on me, then, you know, that's when you pull out the phone and then you say, hey, got him. But other than that, most of the time you're going, thank you so much, 5-0 for being here, because without you, that girl would have stabbed me to death or whatever. And until we have other choices, let's just say, until we have other choices, you know what? Lady Justice just said something. That's very true. That's very true. I wouldn't say in general cops are heroes, but I would say cops can be heroes. I agree. That's a much better statement. I agree with that. Thank you. I'm taking that, Lady Justice. Thank you. That's perfectly that's perfect. You know what I mean? Whoops. That is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But on some real stuff, you know, but at the same time, there aren't many other choices we got out here. You see what I'm saying? Now, Princess Rose, thank you for the $5 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. I know you're young, but you remember the Guardian Angels of New York. I've seen documentaries about the Guardian Angels of New York for sure. Maybe they'll do a comeback. I mean, there have been various ideas like that, like Asians with attitudes, I think is one that basically are their own group that are patrolling their own streets to stop violence in their Asian communities and the crimes that have been happening, the hate crimes that have been happening. So those things do exist. You see what I'm saying? They do. But, you know, when ish hits the fan, 911 isn't going, would you like the police or the them? No, you're going 505050, please hurry, hurry, hurry. And that's it. You know, unfortunately, you don't have the Guardian Angels, for example, like in New York. You don't have the Guardian Angels on speed dial. There ain't an app you could just, you know, hit up and go, you know what I mean? There's nothing there. And until we have that, you're going to call 50. You know what I'm saying? Period. There was a super chat I missed here. I want to pull it up really quick. Mike Bruno, thank you so much again for a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Mike Bruno just said she would call the police, but she's right. Please do not respond very quick to calls. She's better off fleeing. Call your legs. Call your legs. I love it. You know what? And that's true. I mean, hey, if you are able to run away, right? If you're able to jump over a fence and just they see nothing but elbows, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, by all means, do you. But at the same time, when ish hits the fan, real talk, when ish hits the fan, you call him 50. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that is the truth. That is hard truths. So whatever she was saying, she was just saying whatever she needed to say so that she could sound smart in her little debate that she was trying to have with that guy. It was a pointless debate. Pointless because she sounded like a dumbass. That was a stupid response. Like, they could have been talking about air. And he's like, so you don't like air? And she's like, no, I don't like air. In fact, I don't even breathe it. Huh? Excuse me, what? It was stupid. Stupid. What are your thoughts, David? Real quick before we wrap up.
Hey, I just basically agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't really have much more to add. I think I've already...
I said what I said. Okay. Yeah. You can say that. Just say that. He said what he said. He said what he said. Just say it like that.
Yeah. He said what he said.
Bang, baby.
All right.
Exactly. The Pioneer said, Pascal, you're coming from a common sense point of view, but you have to understand that a lot of conservatives pretend to be progressive, infiltrate their circles, and make stupid statements. That is true too, but I could say the same thing on the other side of the fence too. That there are a lot of wait, your comment just disappeared on me, and I want to be able to quote that really quick. Hold on. Yes, there are a lot of liberals though too that will sit there and say ridiculous stuff too, just for the sake of saying stupid stuff, because they want to sound They're so what's the word? So adamant about their point of view that they're willing to say whatever by any means necessary to keep their point solid. And that's even saying something stupid like, oh, I won't call the cops. I won't call the cops when there's a knife and a gun in my face. I'm sorry, that's a special kind of stupid in my personal opinion.
Right.
No matter how much you like or dislike the cops, you're going to call 911. That's just common sense. Okay, I'm sorry, David. Go ahead. What are you saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, that's pretty much the resolution for a lot of people in those situations. They don't have a better choice. Unless you got a bunch of friends you can call that will show up with guns in a minute. That's your only option is to call the police if you can't defend yourself. So a lot of people do depend on them.
Spock, can you save me? Gave us a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Spock, can you save me? They said, I'm 100% for defunding the police, but I got robbed a couple years ago. And the first thing I did was, what? Call 911. Of course. Like I said, until we have options, until we have options up in this piece, it's not going to be like 911. What's going on? You know what I mean? Would you like the police or them? That's not going to happen. There ain't no choices. You know what I'm saying? And until there are choices, we are going to be calling the cops until there's a different choice.
I mean, we've kind of seen that extra choice fell in Portland because that's where the shooting was that caused the riot. It was supposed to be managed by the community police who don't have weapons, but because the guy had guns, they had to call the police in, even though it was supposed to be the self-governing district.
Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there going, thank you so much for saving my ass. You know what I'm saying? Yet, like I said, that was a college professor, by the way, that has people in her family that are police officers as well. So what? She don't rock with those family members no more? She don't love her cousins? You know what I'm saying? She don't love her fam because they wear a badge? Huh? Then she goes, I ain't calling the cops. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous to me. Anyway, guys, that's the show today. I really do appreciate all y'all for being on today, man. David, thank you so much for being on. It was a great show today.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yes, we did. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Moving on. You have a good Friday, my brother.
Yeah, you too, man.
I love giving him hell. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are all having a good one. I hope you guys had enjoyed a show, a good conversation with us today. I do have a couple pop-ups that I'm going to be throwing out here in the next few hours, so be on the lookout for that. And tonight, like I said, I will be live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be chopping it up with a very special guest. It's going to be a really great conversation. You don't want to miss this conversation. It's going to be controversial. It's going to be racy. It's going to be everything. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be all that stuff. You know what I mean? Everything and then some that you would want in a Friday night show. Okay? So be on the lookout for that tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Get your cocktails ready. You know what I'm saying? Pop some popcorn and let's have some fun tonight. All right? But anyway, it's time to get going. All right? Stay blessed out there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare, STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside.
a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, and we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now. Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if